friends. I hope you're having an outstanding, fabulous day. I got a package. I have a package. It came well packaged. Came in that box. Came from Goat Power Bikes. What is it? So well packaged. My riser. Look at that. It looks really smoking hot. We're going to install the riser. Came with nuts, bolts, washers. So we are going to take off my poor imitation of a Tapia seat. Put that down for the falls. And dissect it. And then we're going to put on my new seat. My better looking Tapia, Tapia's seat recreation number 2. And I have this little cable. I have this cable that I bought. Pigtail. Why? Because we're going to rerun the battery wires under here to bring out this main battery wire to here and the pigtail to connect to it. Why? Because if we want to go on longer trips, we're going to carry a spare battery in our rack. And then use this 3-foot long cable to go from the battery to the pigtail. So we're going to do all that. I'm going to show you how to install the seat riser, and let's dissect this seat first. And of course I forgot. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for sticking with me. And if you have not, boom, please smash that subscribe. Click on that like, click on the bell, tell your friends. I hope you get something out of this video. It's pretty hot in my garage. It's a hot 90-something degree day. I got the door closed so we're not listening to anybody cutting the grass, and I'm sweating my butt off. And we have our parts, we have tools, we have our little seat, we have lighting. Let's get into it. All right, we have the seat off, and then this is a tape that I put on there. When I did the battery blender, I told you I put that on there just to keep the wires in case of vibration or from rubbing. And that actually was a pretty good move because everything is still intact and secure. Now, the riser is going to look like this. Just like that. That looks pretty good. And you're going to be able to put stuff in here. I'm thinking maybe a lock, a little tool kit, and then you can run a bungee or something around there, even utility rope that you might need for an emergency, or wire tie or something, but you'll be able to store stuff inside there. And so that's how the riser is going to go. That's what it's going to look like with my Tapia's seat clone number 2. Actually, I kind of like that look. It looks better than the big bread basket that I had. That seat riser is smoking hot, definitely worth it. And it's going to be good for storage. So before we start putting this together and running our little pigtail. All right, so we got electrical tape on it just to make sure it holds. That's what electricians do when they wire receptacles too. And then we got our pigtail coming up here, and then here's our main, which I think I'm going to cut it free and loop it differently. But then these are going to be able to go like so, and then the whole point of this is when I exhaust my big battery and my second battery, I turn my second battery off, I disconnect the big battery, and then I can run a line from here, my pigtail, to my spare battery in my rack. and the spare battery would be a 25 amp 60 volt 17S. So I'll have 25 in the back and 20 there. So I'll have 70 amp hours of battery. And then if I carried another one, even more. Because if I take Betty on my trip to Washington, D.C., to Pittsburgh, Lord willing, I make it, I'm going to carry all my batteries, and I will have 325s and a 20, so 95 amp hours. And so this pigtail, the whole point is to be able to connect extra batteries. But if you do that, remember, you have to turn off your second battery. All right, I'm going to unclip it and then rerun the wires, put tape here, and I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. All right, this is the same way I had it last time. With regards, I just put some electrical tape on top just to keep everything from rubbing and maybe getting damaged if it moved on the seat riser. I have my pigtail set up. I can push it right out of the way. Boom, I got my main battery. And then my pigtail right there, so that'll be good. And now we're going to do the seat riser. So, all right, we have this all buttoned up. We're ready for the seat. There is no, it's gonna go like that, but we're gonna mount the seat onto the riser first. We're going to put the seat on the riser first, and then we're going to mount the riser on the bike. So let's put the seat on the riser using the existing seat bolts. All right, my Tapia's seat clone number 2 will not fit because I have too much fabric under here. I need longer bolts. But I'm going on a ride tomorrow with Gary Webster of Gary's E-Bike Adventures, so I have to put this seat on. Which this is a new one that Bryson sent me. I like the logo. And so what do? The front one or the back ones are easy. Get them lined up. Do not tighten them up. Just tack them. Get them started. A long hexie number 5 would be perfect. Now these back here, you're going to need, it's going to be hard for fat sausage fingers to get these in. But it's going to be the same principle. It'd be nice, actually, take the bolt, 2 fingers. I can get my 2 sausage fingers in. Get it into the hex, and then there's only 2 of them, and guide it to the hole, and then move it. I just want a goldfish. I just want a goldfish. Woo! And do that for the other one. Take your 2, hopefully non-sausage fingers, put them in the back end, catch it with your hexie, and then wiggle over to the hole, and then boom. I got to goldfish. I want to goldfish. And now you can tighten them up. All right, let's tighten them up. And then I'll bring you back in when we mount it on Betty. All right, you get some nuts and washers and bolts. And the easiest way to do this, I have a shorty and a longie and a wrench. And I'm pretty sure the easiest way is going to be, there's enough for 2 washers. So put a washer on. a washer on, come up from the bottom, put another washer on. If you have fat sausage fingers, you're going to have to work at it. Yes, every time you get it accomplished, you're going to be like, I just want a goldfish. I just want a goldfish. And take the nut. Oh, this is really going to be like winning a freaking goldfish. Actually, one secret to success might be to lower the bolt and then slide the nut over the hole and then push it through. Came off. When I saw this, I said to myself, that's going to be hard for sausage fingers. You can already tell that I'm frustrated. Why? Oh, my fingers are so sweaty, the frickin' nut stuck to it. And now I'm holding the nut with my finger and turning the bolt. I just won 2 goldfish. You're gonna have to do that with all of them. And they give you 3, 7. So 3 in the front, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, I'm not sure I'll put all 7 on, but I'll keep you posted. I have another thing I'm gonna try and I'll let you know if it works. All right. There's my son Craig, the YouTuber TikTok professional gamer. He's gonna help me finish because I'm just getting tired and I'm gonna break some. But if you use a pair of narrow needle nose pliers to hold the nut from the top, you can get it started. And you're only going to get, I'm probably not even gonna edit this, I'm so freaking frustrated. You're only gonna be able to put in 2 in the back and 3 in the front if you want 3. So they gave you 7. You're not gonna be able to use them because the 2 in the middle, you can't get to them. So I'm probably gonna do, I'm gonna do the 3 in the front, 2 in the back, same exact way. And
love you. Don't worry about anything. I love you.
And I'm gonna use these and maybe my son Craig to help. So let me get working on it and I'll show you the finished product. Got them all started. Too big, won't work. Gotta use a little one. Actually, you know what might work? I'm gonna get a socket. All right, I got it with the help of this one. And I did get this one in and the wrench. It looks pretty good. I think it looks pretty good. So it's tight. We're gonna go do a test ride, check our speeds. Everything's put away. Tools, extra parts, all in the goat box. I am not taking that seat off, putting my Copious Seat Clone 2 on. Just not gonna do it. It's not worth such a pain in the butt for fat sausage fingers. This looks pretty good though. As I said before, you could stuff things in here, put a bungee around there. I like it. It looks much better than it did. We're gonna do a speed run, take a shower, go to bed, get ready to see my friend Gary Webster tomorrow. And maybe his wife too. Woo! Let's go do a speed run.